Welcome everyone to Nintendo Megabits. My name is Adam Leonard. This is my first time hosting Nintendo Megabits. Usually I'm the PlayStation guy. So I don't think I can really do this alone. I think I'm gonna need a little help. Let's go! It's Elliott and he's here with me today to talk all about the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer that just came out. Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm excited. Let's talk about it right here on Nintendo Megabits. So the Super Mario Brothers movie from Illumination Studios, who have done The Secret Life of Pets. You love those movies. Mm-hmm. They've done the Minion movies, which I'm not a huge fan of the Minions, but this film looks outstanding, right? It looks really cool. And it stars a superstar cast. Chris Pratt, who we love Chris Pratt, is the voice of Super Mario himself. You know Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy and your favorite, Jurassic World, right? What do you think about the idea of Chris Pratt being the voice of Super Mario?
In the trailer, it didn't really sound like him.
You don't think it sounds like Mario, or it doesn't sound like Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt.
Who do you think it sounds like?
No.
It's so he's doing a little bit of a voice, right? We all know that Mario, like from the video games, he's got that really cartoony, high-pitched voice. Let's go! Wahoo! Yahoo! It's kind of somewhere between that voice and Chris Pratt, right? The actor that we know from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think the reason that they do that is because there's going to be a lot more story in this movie. When you play a Mario game, he doesn't talk a lot. So I think in the movie, they're gonna have a lot more to say because it's a 2-hour thing, right? Kind of like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Sonic talks a lot. He's the main character. He's got to have a lot to say. And if you had a character in a movie who's talking like this all the time and wah 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 wah, I would be exhausted. I'm 42 years old. I can't listen to that for 2 hours. So I like the idea that Chris Pratt is he's toning it down a little bit, right? So we obviously love Chris Pratt. You know, he was actually the voice of the main character in the Lego movie. Remember Emmett from the Lego movie? The main guy who's got the construction hat? Chris Pratt did that voice. So yeah, so he has experience voicing cartoon movies. So I think he's gonna do a good job. I think some people who have grown up with Mario and know his voice from the games are having a hard time kind of attaching their expectations to this movie. They're expecting it to sound like the games, but it's not going to be that. It's a whole new approach. I
grew up playing Mario, and I don't feel like that.
You did grow up playing Mario.
I'm not a normal kid, probably, then.
Well, and
I ate 3 cheeseburgers from McDonald's today.
You guys had McDonald's without me?
Yeah, I had 4 or 3 cheeseburgers.
4 or 3 cheeseburgers? Now I want cheeseburgers. So let's talk about that. So I've been playing Mario for like over 30 years. You grew up playing Mario. That's not true. Mario was like one of your first video games that you played, Super Mario Odyssey. You grew up. That's the game that taught you how to play games. But I remember when you were like 3 years old, you played through Mario Odyssey by yourself. So are you excited to see what Mario is going to look like on the big screen? What do you expect this movie is going to be?
I expect it to be like, I expect it to kind of like have the same characters and some new ones, but like at the same time I feel like it's gonna be a whole new
changing it for the movies, right?
Yeah, like the whole entire world is gonna be different. And
well, what I think is really interesting is when Mario comes out in the trailer and he bounces off of those mushrooms and he gets up and he says, "Where am I?" Which means the movie version of Mario has never been to the Mushroom Kingdom before. He doesn't know Peach or Toad or any of those guys. So this is going to tell the story of how he became Super Mario. I'm excited to hear that story because it's never really been told before.
No,
how he became Super Mario. So I'm excited to kind of see the beginning of that story. Talked about having some of the favorite characters from the Mario series. What's the #1 character you would like to see in this movie like from the Mario games. Out of all the Mario characters, who do you really hope they put in here?
Bowser.
Who is played by Jack Black. Do you know who Jack Black is?
He has a big beard.
He does have a big beard. Jack Black is the voice of Kung Fu Panda.
Wait, the voice of what now?
The voice of Kung Fu Panda is the voice of Bowser in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Some of the other characters that we know are going to be in this movie, we know Luigi's in it. We see him at the end of the trailer running away from the dry bone skeletons. We know Peach is going to be in it, as well as Donkey Kong is going to be in it. That's kind of cool, huh?
Who's the actor of that guy?
The actor of Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen. He's a major pothead.
What's a pothead?
One of the other things that's super iconic with the Mario franchise is the music, right? And we know that the composer for this film is working in collaboration with the guy who composed all the original Mario music. And Elliott thought that this would be a great point in the video for us to do a dance-off. Hit it! Thanks for watching this edition of Nintendo Megabits. Elliott, thank you for joining me. I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, I gotta go see Toad to make sure he's okay. Adios!
Adios.
Cinnamon toast!
Isn't that Spanish? Mario's Italian. I don't know what's going on anymore.